Hi there, this is Greg Hessel from ReGeneration Resources. And today I want to talk to you about one of my cardinal rules for meeting facilitation and conflict management work, and that is always allowing everybody to save face. Nobody wants to be blamed for anything, and nobody wants to look bad. And as a facilitator, as a conflict manager, if you want people to trust you, you actually have to make them look good all the time. So much of the time, particularly in conflict management work, the frame is around what went wrong and whose fault it is and who's to blame. And in that kind of frame, people tend to get defensive and they don't trust you and they're not going to work with you. And while parties may be blaming each other, as a conflict manager, I tend to think in terms of contribution rather than blame. And again, I always want people to look good. So how do you do that? One of the ways is always assuming good intentions. And that's both a mindset, but it's also a technique. And so frequently in my conflict management work, I'll be saying things like, I'm guessing you didn't mean this, or you probably didn't want it to have the impact that it did. And when you said that, here's how it landed on the other person. So separating intentions from impact, but assuming positive intentions is one way to operationalize allowing people to save face. And the other is, both as a leader, as a facilitator, and as a conflict manager, criticism happens in private and praise happens in public. So when we're in a joint meeting in a conflict management setting or in a group setting in a facilitation, I'm going to give a lot of kudos. But when I need to deliver, if I need to deliver any bad news, if I need to present a reality that people might not be expecting, I never want to catch them off guard, and I never want them to look bad in public. And so anything difficult that I'm going to do with people, I'm going to do one-on-one. That allows them to save face. And a third way that I try to allow people to save face is I tend not to use ground rules. I think the tricky part about ground rules is that once you have rules, you have to enforce them. And it's hard to enforce rules and allow people to save face. So always allow people to save face. If you make them look good, they'll trust you, they'll work with you, and the process will be easier and your work will be easier. I hope this is useful. I'll have some more tips for you real soon. Thanks.